Frost, premium meat, delicious, and no byproducts.
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Make the smart choice. Land Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
Crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasting, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land Frost Premium Meat.
Elkhart Athletic Complex for Game 2. The Elkhart County Miracle drew first blood, but the Northwest Indiana Oilmen are not going to back down easily. They'll be looking to even the series and take the series back home. The Miracle, on the other hand, are just one win away from hoisting the Commissioner's Trophy. The tension is palpable, the stakes couldn't be higher, and the best-of-3 series is on its way to a close. Game 2 of the Northern League Championship Series on the Region Sports Network starts right now. Welcome into the broadcast. My name is Seth Berquist. Alongside me is James Chalice for Game 2. Your two voices here of the Northern League. On the mound for the Elkhart County Miracle, Trace Lelliert, which we weren't fully expecting on a start for him in the series, but yet here we are, James.
Yeah, I mean, Trace Lelliert definitely able to start. He's proved that he can throw, a lot of pitches through a complete game. Just a few days ago, 5 days ago, through a complete game, full 9 innings, 118 pitches, and only 3 hits on the day. Caught lightning in a bottle that day. Hard to believe if he'll be able to do that again. But Gonzalez was supposed to be pitching for them, couldn't show up. Trace Lelliert, next best thing.
It's also important to mention that CG was against the Griffith Generals, who have 5 wins on the season, right? And the Griffith Generals, for some reason, do the best against Elkhart.
Yes.
Now, against an Oilman team with plenty of D1 bats, they have, the numbers, they have 5 of the top 6 hitters in the league. It's a whole different, not to make a pun here, but a whole different ballgame for him. It's gonna be some different territory for him compared to what we saw his last performance.
Yeah, but inside this game, it's not like he needs to go a full 9 innings. There's still, a backup pitcher in Myers that can come in and affect this ballgame. So I feel like as long as Trace Lelliert can throw 5-6 innings, they should be fine. They also at shortstop have Tommy Garcia, even though he's not a pitcher. I know for a fact he can throw 120 pitches, and he can get Ks. So they still have that pitching depth, even with guys that aren't pitchers. Myers, though, sitting at first to get some reps up in today's ballgame.
Yeah, Kamari Thomas digs into the leadoff for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen, and this game is underway. First pitch at 6:03 p.m., 83 degrees with Toy Story skies. And it's a strike one. Thomas went 2 for 5 yesterday. He takes the ball down and away. Now ball 2, so we got that first pitch strike, but slowly slipping behind here.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to throw an inside pitch or a pitch that's going to have a lot of movement going inside.
Called strike 2 on the outside corner.
So maybe just going back to the little bit of a bread and butter saying, well, I'm trying to throw a strike here on the outside part of the zone, and I need to hit that mark before I go into it. But 2-2 count, we'll see what he can draw up.
And it's popped out to right field. Call running all the way back. He'll make the grab. It's out number 1. And the best way to have a strong start is to get a nice little out, especially against a hitter like Kamari Thomas.
Yeah, Kamari Thomas got good contact on that one. You know, it didn't look like he stepped fully into it. It looked like maybe a little bit of a off-timing swing, like he didn't get the timing of the pitch down. If he would have got that timing of the pitch, that ball would have been crushed. We would have seen a home run on the first at-bat.
Kevin Hall takes ball 1. Hall yesterday 1 for 5 with an RBI. He'll take ball 2. Defensive alignment for the Elkhart County Miracle from left to right is Van Bogart, Pinarski, and Call. Third to first will be Marin, Garcia, Fawbush, and Meyer. Behind the dish is Cam Hardy.
Yeah, Cam Hardy came inside the gates today, and, you know, I'm going to call us the 3 horsemen, 3 blind mice, whatever you want to say.
Right.
You
We're
know.
not the boys of the booth because we don't have Jovi with us.
Exactly.
Today,
so we saw Hardy, and I asked him, how's that wrist feeling today? And he goes, it's feeling good. I'm ready to play. So I wonder if he just feels even better, and I wonder if his wrist just doesn't affect him anymore even if he comes up.
Yeah, I don't think yesterday he didn't seem to have too many awkward catches. He seemed to be perfectly fine throughout the entire game. And Hall took a 4-pitch walk there, and now we'll go to Ryan Groberski, who's due for a strong game. And a wild pitch will send Hall on to second.
Not what you want to do with Groberski, who, even though Groberski's been dormant as of late, he's still a great powerhouse hitter. And when he hits hard. And that inside combination of Hall being in scoring position is a recipe for disaster for this Elkhart County Miracle team.
Called ball 2. Lelliert has thrown 8 balls and 3 strikes in his first 11. And now the 2-0. Outside again. He's thrown 7 balls in a row. Well, no, not even that. It's been more than that if Hall got on as well. And another 4-pitch walk, back-to-back.
Yeah, not a good way to start, especially on this Oilmen team. They lead the league in left on base, but they also have the most runs inside the league. And it is not good when Cole Hockman is up to bat.
Yeah, now we're in the power part of the order. This 4-5 part is going to be the scariest here for the Oilmen. Cole Hockman comes up. Yesterday went over, but he had an RBI in there. I'll take ball 1. Had an RBI and a run, but couldn't get a hit on the board yesterday. And he pops it out to center field. Nate Pinarski back there. He'll make the grab. Hall decides not to take off for third. It's out number 2 with 2 on.
Yeah, I didn't even expect Hall to even try to take off, but Nate Pinarski had those instincts, immediately went for a check throw to his cutoff man.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't hurt anybody. Go for it.
And it stopped Hall from taking off. That's the most important thing, because Hall was actually thinking about it.
Now 2 on, 2 out. It's Luis Termero. Termero, the DH for today. We'll get a little mound visit here. Not like an official one, but
Just a
quick
player mound visit.
Marin wanted to even get in on that a little bit. He's like, what are you guys talking about?
Yeah, I think that they're discussing because they know what the batters are like, and they know that Tamero has a runner in scoring position, and all he cares about is those RBIs. So if he can get an RBI here, I feel like he has that momentum factor for the rest of the game.
Tamero leads the league in RBI. And in the regular season, he was batting .363. He takes strike one on the inside corner.
And it looks like Fallbush is standing right by second, being prepared for a pickoff.
Called strike two. So we saw 2 strikes here. Let's see what happens on the third. And he flies it out to shallow right center. Nate Pinarski is able to make the grab, and it retires this side. 3 flyouts for the Oilmen. They strand 2 on, but the bats are getting hot fast. We'll see how they do later in the game. We'll go to the bottom of the first after this break on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
We're back here in Elkhart. Miracle ready to get things started here. The leadoff will be Nate Pinarski. And the pitcher for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen is Noah Chapo. In the regular season, he threw 17.2 innings with an ERA of 1.01. Giving up only 12 hits across those 17 innings. He's got a 3-0 record on the bump. Another ball. Pinarski's a very strong hitter for this Miracle team.
Yeah, made the first team All-Pro mainly because of his hitting. You know, he's a fantastic player and a fantastic fielder, catching 2 of the fly balls in the last inning to end up recording 2/3 of the outs.
Finally sees a strike. That one's high. We'll go to a 3-1 count to the leadoff. Pinarski's one of those guys who's like, yeah, he's definitely one of the best hitters in the league, and the average definitely shows it, but he's not in the top of any other category. Like, not even top 5 in any other category.
Well, if you remember, when we first got here, I told him, I was like, oh, by the way, Nate, you made first team, and he goes, oh, I know.
Yeah,
he didn't even see the list. He's just like, oh, I know. It'd be concerning if I didn't.
And grounds over to shortstop Drew Church. The scoop, the throw, out number 1. So 6 pitches to the first batter. Now the batter will be Tommy Garcia. Yesterday went 0 for 5 with a walk and 2 Ks.
Yeah, I mean, he did go 0 for 5. One of his hits was deep in the field of play, caught at the warning track, so I wonder if he can get an extra boost here.
Garcia, I believe, has 1 homer on the season, and it was at this very field. And he rockets that one out to right field. Ryan Hartz doesn't have to move much. It's out number 2. Now after 8 pitches, we go to the 3-hole hitter Cam Hardy. Went 0 for 6 yesterday, but he got 2 runs. There were some errors out there for the Oilmen, so that honestly explains a lot of these numbers that we're hearing.
6 errors for the Oilmen in that game, 5 errors for the Elkhart County Miracle inside that ball game, in I believe 10 and 4 hits respectively. You know, they just didn't. The Oilmen didn't operate well. Neither team really operated well, but I mean Elkhart just operated a little bit better, got that game, and now it's time for the Oilmen to fire back.
The 0-2 is fouled off. We'll do it again.
He's lucky Brumfield didn't grab that. I don't know too many cases where Brumfield drops those.
Well, that one looked like it sunk a little more than just like a basic foul tip. You know, I
don't know. I still think he got his glove on it.
Swing and a miss. Chapo gets his first K of the day. It retires the first. It's a scoreless first inning here in Game 2 of the Northern League Championship Series. We'll be back with more playoff baseball right after this on the Region Sports Network.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Some things are just better left to the professionals. We're talking about those projects that involve sparks, a little smoke, and a lot of head scratching. For all your electrical needs, you can always count on the highly trained experts at IBEW Local 697. They're the ones who keep the power on, ensuring our community runs safely. The second inning of championship baseball is brought to you by IBEW Local 697. We're at the top of the second here. Mike Fedor will be the leadoff in the 6th hole for the Oilmen. Lelliert threw 18 pitches in the first. But he was throwing 38% strikeouts, or 38% strikes, excuse me. Kind of letting his fielders do the work for him here.
Yeah, I mean, Nate Pinarski, I don't want to say bailed him out, but in a way did, with catching 2 fly balls and ending the inning with 2 runners left on, one of which in scoring position. You know, not a great look to start, but able to get himself out of that jam, and we'll see what he can do when he sees the 6, 7, 8.
Strike 1 to Mike Fedor. Fedor started as the DH yesterday and was subbed out late in the game. He went 0 for 2. Swung and missed. Counts quickly 0 and 2.
That was a nice little pitch right there. We were talking before the game with A.J. Van Bogart about predicting what pitch you're going to get. I feel like that was a case right there. He thought that he was going to get fastball, and it just moved too much.
Called strike 3 to the second baseman. It's Lillier's first K of the day, and it's out number 1. Now we go to Ryan Hartz, the right fielder. Hartz was 0 for 4 in last night's contest. Fouled back the first one. I thought for sure he was going to take it. Fastball seemed to fit inside.
Yeah, even if he would have made great contact with it, it would have jammed up on his hands. Wouldn't have went too far. but we'll see what he can do. He does have a little bit of power in his swing.
Pitch is well outside. The count will go even at 1. I'm seeing fans from both sides here in the chat on Facebook. Hello, you Facebook viewers. Fouled off on the right side. Count goes 1-2.
Very good contact on it, even though it went foul. Had a lot of bat speed behind that. And he needs to make pretty decent contact with that and send that ball forward if he wants to get some momentum going for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen.
And he swings and misses. Back-to-back Ks for Lelliert here in the top of the second. Now the catcher, Nate Brumfield, will dig in. Yesterday he filled in the 9th and hit a line drive single up the middle to go 1 for 1. He flies that one into shallow center. It's a little bit no man's land, but Penarski will be able to catch it, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Elkhart County Miracle. We'll go to the bottom of the second to see if we can finally get some runs on the board here. You're watching Playoff Baseball on the Region Sports Network.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build.
We're back here for the bottom of the second at the Elkhart Athletic Complex, here for Game 2 of the Championship Series. Dione Johnson will be the leadoff, the designated hitter for the Elkhart County Miracle.
Yeah, I mean, he's a DH in every game that he plays, batting over 500 on the year. Went 4 for 5 inside his last game, and if you notice the way he stands, doesn't bend his knees, doesn't arch his back until the ball's coming in. He just stands there, and he's ready to hammer that ball. They're going to say it hit him.
Did they really say that hit him?
Yeah, they're going to say it hit him. They're going to say he didn't move out of the way. I thought that he just moved off the plate because he was shoved off, but they're saying it hit his elbow.
Well, first pitch of the side sends a run around to first, and now the batter will be Eric Marin, the 5-hole hitter playing third base. We'll get a ball downstairs.
I wonder if it was a blessing or a curse hitting him with his first pitch, because, I mean, this is the guy, he got 2 doubles in his last game.
Yeah, went like 4 for 5 or something crazy like
that.
that.
Yeah, he went 4 for 5 in his last game with 2 doubles. Maybe it's a blessing that you don't waste your arm on him.
Count now 1-1. Chapeau, we were talking about it during the break. He's got a bit of a deep arsenal here. He's got both fastballs, 2-seam and 4-seam. He likes to use that slider a lot, but also has the curveball and changeup.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of movement out of him before. Not getting that much movement today. I wonder if the spin rate feels a little bit off on his throw. And, I mean, stuff just isn't moving, but he's still able to get it done. Has a strikeout on the day.
I mean, he's still throwing efficiently here through the first inning. Now it's going to be a ball outside. Count will go 2-1.
Yeah, that one had some movement right there. Just missed sliding into the zone, but still a nice pitch to make the batter look outside.
And it's drilled out to right field. It's shallow. Hart's able to make the grab, looking to get him at first. It's not in time, but it's out number 1.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that he was able to make such good contact on there. You know,
it looked like it was actually going to drop.
Yeah, with that type of pitch, I see what Shapo was trying to do. Shapo threw a ball that was outside, and he was just trying to get it to where either it's going to hang just outside or it's going to be on the side of the zone. And then he immediately throws it inside. Marin just chops that one, and it almost lands fair.
So an overthrow on the pickoff attempt sends Johnson on to second. He's not very fast, but he's on his way to third. There might be a play. Hockman is going to make the grab. It's an E1 to put the runner at third.
Did I just see Johnson go from first to third in a blink of an eye?
In the blink of an eye, no, but you did see him go from first
to third. Before that ball was grabbed, he was already rounding second, going towards third.
He was not running fast.
Not a good look at what this Oilman team has to offer. 6 errors yesterday. Already has an error inside the field, and we're only at the bottom of the second.
Pass ball, he swung and missed, and the runner will score. It's a 1-0 game here in the bottom of the second.
And you know what's even crazier about this? Johnson did not hit the ball to get on base. And nobody hit the ball to drive him anywhere. He went from first home on a hit by pitch, an error, and a wild pitch.
It's an 0-2 to Gabe Call, the right fielder. Fouls that one off. Call yesterday was 2 for 4 with 2 runs and an RBI.
Yeah, Call sits lower to bat later inside the game and later in the lineup, but he's a pretty good hitter overall.
As he swings and misses through that one, it's Shapo's second K of the day. Now with runners empty and 2 outs, the batter will be player manager left fielder A.J. Van Bogart. 1 for 2 yesterday with 3 walks.
Yeah, I mean, he saw his pitches, decided not to swing at them because if you can't get on base via hitting, I'm still going to take the OBP.
Right.
Like, if my average
and I'm sure he would say the exact same thing.
You know, if my average is 250 but my OBP is 750, I'm taking that.
Ball 1 is outside. Swing and miss. Buzzed one by him.
Looked like he saw that pitch really well. He was on line with it, but just couldn't time it up right.
And he fouls back another one. Count will stay 1-2. And the dirt counts even.
Good little quick heater right there. Just trying to catch A.J. Van Bogart off guard. He just stepped in the box, got set, and by the time he got set, that pitch was coming in. Had very little time to react. If that was in the zone, I believe that it would have been a strikeout looking.
2-2 is drilled into foul territory in left field. It looks like it'll leave the park. And another 2-2 count. Now the 2-2 is fouled off. We're 7 pitches into the AB.
Yeah, he's battling all of these off, and even though we're 7 pitches in, it's still only a 2-2. A.J. Van Bogart looks like he's seeing most of these pitches well. Made good contact on one a couple pitches ago.
And he fouls off another one.
And if I'm A.J. Van Bogart and I end up not getting on base here, I'm going back to the dugout with the mentality of at least I took out his arm.
And he swings and misses at that one. It's another K for Noah Schapo, and it retires the side. Elkhart puts one on the board from an error. And we'll go to the top of the third to see if the Oilmen can come back right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
Seth Berquist and James Chalice here for the top of the third of the Northern League Championship Series Game 2. James, how many things do you need to make a sandwich?
3.
You need 3 things. 2 of them are bread. What's the last one?
It should be Land of Frost lunch meat.
Wholesome and affordable, their premium sliced meats mixed perfectly with fresh ingredients. Pick some up at your local grocery store today. The third inning brought to you by Lando Frost. Drew Church in the 9 hole is going to lead off for the Oilmen. Church had a rough day yesterday. He batted in the 2 hole, went 0 for 3 with a walk.
I wonder how many errors Drew Church has on the year.
I mean, I've got the numbers right in front of me. Let's figure it out. Because, I don't want to make fun of him, but also, like, yes, you are right. He's committed a lot of errors.
It's not making fun. It's just looking at the 13 errors.
He has 13 errors. Rockets one over the head of Garcia, and the Oilmen will find their first hit of the day on a nice little blooper to left.
But, I mean, even if he has those errors, if he's able to get these hits like that for a leadoff single in the top of the third, that's exactly what you need to get runners on base for us to see the top of the lineup again in Kamari Thomas.
Yeah, kind of a message to head coach Mike Kasten there, like, yeah, I understand I didn't hit well. I deserve to be in the 9 slot today, but watch me hit today and put me back in that 3 slot tomorrow. Kamari Thomas, his first time up, flew out to right. Ball inside.
I think he was going to wear that.
He thought about. I mean, he's brought his arms up a little bit when the pitch was inside, just in case it like ended up hitting him on the bicep. He didn't want to take it in the elbow, but he rockets that one out to center. Pinarski is able to make the grab. It's out number 1. So Thomas making contact well, just not in the right location.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 flyouts for him now. And if I'm him, I'm upset I'm 0 for 2, but at the same time, like, it's not like I've struck out. It's not like I've grounded out for a 6-3 play. I've hit 2 flyouts. All I need to do is put a little bit more oomph behind it, and I'm getting myself a home run.
Kevin Hall walked his first time up. Now with a tying run on first here in the top of the third. Takes ball 1 high. I've talked about it a couple times so far this season, but Kevin Hall has like these like baby blue batting gloves, and we always talk about they look like medical, like surgical gloves.
I've never heard you talk about this with me.
Have I not talked about it with you?
No.
I've talked about it with somebody before.
Probably Jovi or Robbie.
Might have been Jovi, might have been Robbie. I think it was Robbie.
Yeah, no, I do like the gloves. The only thing that I don't like about them is it's the same color as the umpire's shirts. So it doesn't really stand out as much as it should.
1-2 rocketed foul on the right.
Ooh, nice contact. If that stayed fair, that would have roped over to the wall.
Now another 1-2 is outside for ball 2. They'll try and get Drew Church on the back pick, and it's unsuccessful.
And that one was actually somewhat close.
That was decently close. I'm actually surprised Church didn't slide on that one. He would have been well under the slide if he just tagged. It wouldn't have been an issue. And it's popped out into right field. Call going way back. He's not going to be able to grab it. Church is rounding second on his way to third. It looks like he might round third. He's getting a red light. And it's a double for Kevin Hall, the Oilman's second hit of the game, to put runners on second and third.
Good red light by Coach Mike Caston.
Yeah, that's the right call. You have one out, and now we're at Ryan Groberski, who's got the power. All he has to do is put one in the outfield, and Drew Church is coming in for a tie ball game. Groberski's first time up, he walked. Lelliart's at 38 pitches here. Curveball found the black. It's strike one. And ball one is just above the zone. It's a close one. Groberski in the regular season was batting .359 with 2 homers and 3 triples. He swings and misses. The count goes 1-2. He also had 10 doubles on top of that.
Eric Marin looks like he's playing a little bit inside. Each time the windup starts, he moves a little bit more towards the batter.
Yeah, and Meyer playing far in as well. And ball 2 high. Count is now even. Hall also has some decent speed at second, so anything in the short outfield might score 2. Groberski calls time.
Fixes his elbow pad. Now I think he's ready to go.
Now the 2-2 is popped into shallow right side of the field. It's grabbed by Fawbush, and it's out number 2 on the pop-out.
Yeah, you don't want a pop-out right there. You want a fly-out. A pop-out makes it where everyone still holds it where they are. Luckily for them, a competent hitter in Cole Hockman is up to bat with 2 runners in set scoring position.
Hockman flew out to center field his first time up. We need that power, just not that result. As the Oilmen have the tying run on third here. Buzzes the tower for ball 1.
Wonder if he's trying to scare him off the plate.
Now the 1-0. Well inside on the fastball.
You know, if you're Trace Lellier, you need to get out of this inning with less than 50 pitches. He's at 45 right now.
Yeah, he's got to get this batter out right here, else he's going to be in trouble going into the 4th. And Hockman dribbles that one on the left side. Picked up by Marin. The throw to first is offline. The runner scores. Hall's on his way home. Play at the plate. He's safe. It's a 2-1 ball game, Northwest Indiana Oilmen.
Yeah, that's not the play that you make if you're Marin. I mean, that's an E5 right there. The throw wasn't great. You got to toss home. You have to toss home. That's a force out. You know, I get it that first is like that, but you got to think from third to first is a way longer throw than from third to home.
Right.
And you just got to throw there, try to get that out. He was at the angle where he could have thrown home, and Hardy would have made the grab to get Church out. I just feel like that's the wrong move to be made, and it will be an E5 on him. Score now moves to 2-1.
So the Oilmen back here with the lead in the top of the third. Luis Termero back at the plate. He flew out last time. Runner on first base. Ball is high, counts even at 1. Lilliard at 48. Now 49 with a 2-1 count.
Yeah, trying to get him to go on the chaser right there, but that's not how you do it. You can't throw a chaser, a foot out of the zone.
Especially on a 1-1 count, that's not what Termero's looking for. He's still got room to work with. Termero calls time. This is more of a head game, I think.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Scores 2-1.
Yep.
With 0 earned runs.
I think you might actually be right. Yeah, you're 100% right. And only 2 hits. Grounded over to Marin. Scoop throws to first, and he gets this one to retire the side. The Oilmen score 2 unearned, and they have the lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the third to see if Elkhart capitalizes right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay. Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
It's the bottom of the Lando Frost third. Colton Fawbush ready to take his first pitch. Batting in the 8th hole for the Elkhart County Miracle. You got Seth Berkowitz with James Chalice here as Fawbush flies that one over to right. Ryan Hart's battling the sun. Still able to make the grab. It's out number 1.
And that is not what you want if you're Elkhart. After allowing 2 runs, 0 of them earned inside the last inning.
1 pitch later.
1 pitch, you already have an out. If you can't put up runs against Chapo, you got to chew up his arm, and he's only at 31 pitches right now.
Yeah, I mean, the relief game here for the Oilmen's quite strong. Expect Aman Khan probably late in the game. Ball 1 to Mason Meyer, the 9-hole hitter, playing first base today. Meyer had 1 walk in his 1 plate appearance yesterday. Now the 2-0. Under the zone. It's a 3-0 count to Mason Meyer. I didn't pull up Elkhart regular season stats before the game started. I'm kind of regretting that now because I want to know how Meyer's batting. Called strike 1. Fastball finds the top of the zone. Time called. It's a 3-1 with 1 out, nobody on. Second hitter of the inning. And a 2-1 game. Pitch is outside and a bit high. Now we get a man on first with one out to go back to the top of the order. Nate Pinarski.
That's a good way to have it. You start off the inning, not good.
That was
I don't want to say bad because you made decent contact on it.
Right.
But you still have an out on first pitch. Then you chew up his arm, take away 5 pitches from his count, put a man on first, and then you have Nate Pinarski up.
Fastball is inside to Pinarski. His first time up was a ground out to short. And the 1-0. Be below the zone on the slider.
And what I like about Nate Pinarski is you can see it. When a pitch comes in and he doesn't take it, he follows the pitch all the way to the glove. Besides that one right there that buzzes by his head.
3-0. Chapo's at 3 Ks through the first 2 1/3. Finally gets a called strike on the inside corner. And the 3-1 will walk him.
No doubt in Pinarski's mind that was a walk. He knows his zone so unbelievably well.
Tommy Garcia, number 21, is back at the plate. Lined out to right his first time up. He's got 2 on with 1 out. Tying runs on second. And he fouls that one off over the press box. Now an 0-1. Called strike 2.
That was a nice pitch right there, finding the zone. And now Tommy Garcia has had a sticky situation, 0-2 count with 1 out on the board.
Yeah, that pitch disappeared. Now an 0-2, runners go. It's a ball and double stolen bases. Popped foul again. The count will stay 1-2. The tying run on third, the go-ahead's on second. Garcia 0 for 5 yesterday with 2 Ks. And that ball is in the dirt. Good block by Brumfield behind the plate.
Yeah, fantastic block, and it feels like the count would be higher than what it is right now, but it's only a 2-2.
It's only 2-2. Chapo's at 16 pitches on the inning. And called ball 3 just inside. It's a full count with 1 out. Hockman playing in from third. Called strike 3. Fastball brushes the black. And it's 2 outs with 2 still in scoring position.
Seth, I'm going to say it.
Yeah, go for it.
That was not a strike.
That was not a strike.
That was not a strike. You and I, you saw me give you the weird side eye, and
we both looked at each other weird.
You just shook your head. No, that. You know, sometimes calls are a little bit off, but that was not. That was not on the black.
Well, fortunately for Chapo, it's K number 4. That one called a ball 1. That one looked pretty much in the exact same
That was
spot.
the same pitch. That was the same pitch.
And that pitch is in the dirt to make the count 2-0 with 2 outs. Batter is Cam Hardy. He's 0 for 1 with a K.
Yeah, Cam Hardy, he is a great hitter on the year for this Elkhart County Miracle team. Ended up getting hurt on a swing, so I wonder if his swing is just a little bit affected, even if he doesn't realize it, but a very powerful hitter. I think it is like directly half of his hits are extra base hits.
Foul ball bounced off the pole of the cage right back into the glove of Brumfield. That one called ball 3. That's a tough one.
No, I agree with the call. It had to push Hardy off, and even though he is very close to the plate, it still had to push him off. So I agree with that.
Now the 3-1 is popped foul. Tried to buzz a fastball by him, and Hardy frustrated with himself for not making contact.
Yeah, Hardy's mad. He knows that was the pitch. Swings his bat in frustration.
Full count, 2 outs. Popped. Fair territory. Hearts call. Nope, it's Ryan Groberski to make the catch. It's out number 3. They strand the tying run on third. That ends the 3rd inning. We'll be back for the 4th right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Are crushing. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
It's the top of the 4th here in Elkhart. There's nothing quite like the sound of rain on the roof, unless that sound involves a couple drops falling from the ceiling. It's not a good sound. That's bad. For the peace of mind that comes with a job done right, you need the skilled professionals at Roofers Local 26. Their expert craftsmen are trained to protect your most important investment from the elements, ensuring a safe and secure home. When it comes to your roof, they've got you covered. The 4th inning of Northern League Playoffs is brought to you by Roofers Local 26.
You almost had 41, buddy. We're not at that sponsor read yet.
We're not there. That's in the 7th.
Tracy Elliott at 50 pitches, not looking very good with this Elkhart County Miracle team. If he wants to go back to 100, which 100 pitches is way different than 118. Because
that's a big difference.
The more
Once
and
you
more
pass
you
80,
pitch,
every pitch is...
it's like 10 times worse.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that he can go 100, which would be good because then he can force out 6 innings inside this game.
I think he's the only pitcher in the Elkhart dugout right now that's capable of keeping the Oilmen this low. I think whatever reliever you throw at this point, the Oilmen are going to pummel. Mike Fedor currently at the plate. He has a backwards K in his book so far. He fouls that one back. It's an 0-2. Lilliard's at 57% first pitch strikes.
I mean, that is...
You got to give it to him.
Yeah, that's something that's a good thing to look at. When, you're at 50 pitches, your pitch count isn't great. There's 2 runs. Luckily, none of them are earned on him. That's something that's a positive that you can look at.
Fell out. He will foul off another one. The count will stay 0-2.
I feel like the Oilmen's point of view inside this isn't as much of let's score runs right now. It's let's score runs and chew up his arm.
Right. Even then, like if the runs don't come but you get the high pitch count, you're still better off going late and into the game.
Exactly. Because your bats can heat up at any moment.
Any moment.
Their pitcher, yeah, they can have a relief pitcher have a great game, but that's way less likely.
1-2 is swung on and missed. It's another K for Trace Lelliard on the bump. He gets strikeout number 3.
Yeah, last game we saw how many strikeouts? Like 21?
Like a total. Yeah, we touched 20.
Like, oh my God. We had 20 strikeouts, and the final score was 10-4.
Yeah. It was a pretty crazy game. Ryan Hartz drills one out into left field. It might drop. It will not. It's in the glove of Van Bogart. It's out number 2 in 6 pitches.
Yeah, now Lelliard, who usually likes to make men miss, might go into this saying, I need to throw, some, not meatballs, but chop balls. That way they have to make contact with it because he needs to lower his pitch count.
Yeah, pretty significantly. He's got to be looking for contact at this point. He gets a called strike 1, bouncing out of the glove of Hardy. Now the 0-1 is popped foul. He's quickly behind 0-2. Brumfield's first time up, he flew out to center. And he drills that one into deep left field, way back at the warning track. It's off the wall. He's on his way to second. There's a throw. It's not in time. Double with 2 outs for Nate Brumfield. And the Oilmen staying alive.
And very unlike A.J. Van Bogart to drop one right there. He's usually an automatic glove in left field, but just couldn't corral it.
Now Drew Church up. His first time up was a single to left. He's got a runner in scoring position. He takes ball 1. With runners in scoring position, Drew Church is batting 161. He fouls that one off.
Church, though, already has a hit in this game.
That's true.
I'm excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I feel like he's going to be the player to get us fired up here.
Wasn't that the betting line, by the way?
Yeah, that was.
So my betting line hit.
It did. I didn't even put one down because I was kind of half joking about the line, but.
Yeah, the line for the people at home was Church over under a half of a hit.
I just wanted to see if he was going to get a hit today.
I said over. I was right. He proved me right away.
Now 1-2. Outside. See if Church can keep the inning alive here. And it's drilled out into right. Gabe Call going all the way back, just short of the warning track. He'll make the grab. Out number 3. The Oilmen still have a 1-run lead. We'll be back for the bottom of the 4th right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an iron worker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
It's the bottom of the fourth. The leadoff will be Diandi Johnson, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. That was a one-pitch HBP, wasn't it there, James?
Yeah, first pitch HBP. Neither one of us thought that it hit him, but just caught him inside the elbow, and we'll see what he can do here. Maybe he's back for some vengeance. Like I said before, doesn't have the stereotypical batting stance where he hunches his knees and everything up until that ball's coming in.
He's chill.
But he knows that he can hit.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got a strike call there. And he just nicks that one. That one broke.
Yeah, that one broke really nice.
That was a rainbow. Now you go 2. Just under the zone. And another one of the same. The count will go even. Put 3 in the dirt.
Yeah, this is not what you want to do, starting on an 0-2 count, moving into a full.
Especially against a hitter like this. This is dangerous.
He's not only a great hitter, but he usually knows his zone fairly well.
And that one started a little bit too far inside. It's a walk in 6 pitches. And we'll go to the 5-hole Eric Marin.
Eric Marin needs to have a little bit of redemption after that error that he made earlier inside the game that gave the Oilmen a 2-1 lead.
Third baseman for today is 0 for 1. He takes strike 1 on the top of the zone.
I think he disagrees with that call.
It's close. Now the 0-1. Runner goes, and it's fouled off. And we will get a trot of shame from Diandi Johnson, who I didn't expect to try and steal.
No. And
was not ready for that night. Don't think Nate Brumfield was either.
And what I'm upset about is we don't have a trot of shame cam here.
We do not have a trot of shame cam. If we had a 400-foot SDI cable, we might have been able to set one up. But
yeah, I wouldn't want to unravel it and ravel it back up.
Swing and a miss. He goes down. It's out number 1. Took him 9 pitches, and now the hitter is Gabe Call. Struck out his last time up. Playing strong in right field today. He's had a couple good plays. And he dribbles that one over to third. Hockman goes to scoop it up. He's got to fire to first. Not in time and offline. And the runners will be on first and second.
So what are you going to rule that, Seth?
I'm not sure.
I think it's an error.
I think it is too, and that's his 3rd of the tournament.
Cole Hockman's.
So now 2 on with 1 out. A.J. Van Bogart takes ball 1.
Yeah, and that type of swing, he wanted the pitch immediately off the bat. Then he didn't want the pitch. Too late to cut back. Ball still gets hit. Hockman just has a little bit of error on the field, and because of that, Gabe Call uses his speed to get to first.
Ben Bogart struck out his first time up. Let's see if Chapo is able to go back to that K. It's a 1-1 count. The tying run on second. He swings and misses through that one. It's a 1-2.
Disappointed in himself after that swing.
Enfield playing for a double play opportunity here. That one looked good. It's called a ball. That one looked good. The count's even at 2. Ben Bogart's got to stay alive here. And he pops that one straight up. Drew Church calling him off. He'll make the grab. It's out number 2. Two outs, 2 on. James, you look disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the Elkhart County Miracle, as you know, the people at home know. I've built a connection with the guys on this team. You've built a connection with the guys on the Oilmen, so it's a little bit of a in-booth rivalry here.
Line out straight to Mike Fedor from Colton Fawbush. He'll go 0 for 2 on the day, and they strand the tying run at second yet again. And that ends the 4th. We're getting close to the halfway point of this game. Let's see if the Oilmen can get some insurance runs on the board right after this break on the Region Sports.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted, bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
When you're in Northwest Indiana, whether the game's heating up or the sun's going down, there's nothing quite like finding yourself in the right place with the right choice in hand. And for many of us, that choice is a cold Miller Lite. Great taste, less filling. Please drink responsibly. Celebrating 50 years of Miller time, the 5th inning of playoff baseball is brought to you by Miller Lite. Kamari Thomas back at the top of the order here at the 5th. He's got 2 flyouts. He's got 1 to right, 1 to center. Lilliard's at 64 pitches. Chapo was at 70. It's going to be a bullpen battle for the rest of the day, I think, after this 5th.
Well, I mean, if it's a bullpen battle, much as I like these guys on the Miracle team, bullpen battle is going to be won by the Northwest Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Scanlon, Jimenez. I saw Jimenez and Montgomery just stretching out earlier in the bullpen when we were starting the game. Quickly 0-2 for Kamari Thomas.
Back-to-back paints on the black.
And Thomas is one of those guys that likes to sit back a little bit further away from the plate. And he dribbles that one up the middle. Garcia diving. The throw is offline. I think he got to the bag anyway. I think he gets an infield single for it.
My question with that, and I do agree with that, my question with that is, why do you attempt the throw? He's clearly going to be safe.
It was close. It was close enough. I think Garcia.
He was clearly
wasn't
safe.
Super wrong to throw it.
I feel like if you're going to potentially throw this ball away, don't throw it.
Well, Garcia never thinks he's going to possibly throw a ball
That is
away.
true.
That's not really something that you're thinking about. Kevin Hall is 1 for 1 on the day, and he gets hit by a pitch. And Thomas went to go steal second for nothing. Is that Hall's second HPP of the day?
I think so.
Is it?
Maybe.
No, he walked his first time. Okay. So he's 1 for 1 with a double still. Ryan Groberski's 0 for 1 with a walk and a pop out. With nobody on and 2 on. With nobody out and 2 on, excuse me. Showed bunt, pulled back, pitch was in the dirt, ball 1. I'm not against a bunt here. Cole Hockman's on deck. And he bunts. It's going to find Meyer at first. Covering first is Fawbush to get the out. And the sac bunt advances the runners.
Yeah, Meyer played super far in. And nice field adjustment by Fawbush to go over towards first. Fawbush, by the way, very comfortable at first because even though he plays second, third, I almost said fourth. Second, third, short, anywhere in the outfield,
right?
He's a first baseman. So very comfortable at first base. If I want to throw to anyone on a play like that, I'm throwing to Fawbush.
So Hockman, given the task of taking advantage of that sac bunt. He's currently 0 for 2. He's due here. Sac fly. Wouldn't be upset. He drills it up the middle. It's going to be a single. It scores 1. He's giving him the green light. Hall on his way home. The throw cut off. 2 RBI single for Cole Hockman. And the score is 4-1.
And now we finally have some earned runs.
Now they're on the board. Here we go.
Took a minute. We're at the top of the 5th.
Took a hot second.
But finally some earned runs on the board.
Luis Termero is 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. He's got 1 out with Hockman on first. Fouls off the first pitch. Lilliart's at 73. I mean, he's got plenty more, I think. If he could go he can go through the 6th if A.J. Van Bogart really wants him to.
Yeah, if need be, he can go there. But it's whether or not he feels like he should after allowing a couple earned runs.
Hockman's taking off, but it's flown out to shallow right center. It's grabbed by Gabe Call, and Hockman makes his way back. It's out number 2. Now the batter's going to be Mike Fedor. Fedor is 0 for 2. He's got 2 Ks. 2 outs. Hockman still on first. He takes off. It's ball 1 inside, and he's safe. Cole Hockman gets a BP stolen base. For maximum speed and efficiency, look to BP and Whiting, an energy company with a purpose. So Fedor here potentially could get another insurance run on the board for the Oilmen. And it's drilled out. It's shallow right center field. It's not going to get caught. Hockman easily to third, and Fedor gets another RBI single. And the score is 5-1.
And now if I'm A.J. Van Bogart, I'm going to say to myself,
this is probably it.
Do I put in my pitchers that I should put in tomorrow and try to have my bats heat up? Or do I just start a easy game tomorrow with Christopher Gonzalez and try to win there?
Hard to say.
Well, because it's not an insurmountable lead. It's only a 4-run game.
No, right. We're
we're only in the 5th.
Right. We're still in territory here where Elkhart is not out of the picture at all.
I feel like you give Trace Lilliard one more inning. If the inning stays like this, one has been, just save for tomorrow. Don't give up by any means, but save.
No, absolutely not. Ryan Hartz is at the plate with a strikeout and a flyout. And he drills that one into deep left field. A.J. Van Bogart standing under it at the warning track, and it retires the side. One stranded for the Oilmen, but they get insurance runs on the board. It's 5-1 at the halfway point through the game. We'll be back with more playoff baseball on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
We're back here in the bottom of the fifth. The leadoff will be Mason Meyer, the first baseman. He walked his first time up. Finishing up the second time around for the Elkhart County Miracle order. And he takes strike one with a fastball. Yeah, Seth Berquist with James Chalice here. As that one's dribbled out to second, Mike Fedor letting it scoop. And a nice hard throw to first gets him in time. So Noah Chapeau had 70 pitches. Are you okay, James?
Yeah, I zoned out, and I just sat there for a second. I was like, oh, I'm supposed to call in a baseball game.
Noah Chapeau had 70 pitches through the first 4. And I don't see bullpen action yet. But this is going to be a fun game of Mike Castens here, called How Many Pitches Can Chapeau Throw Without Me Having to Waste a Pitcher That I Could Use Tomorrow?
That's a very long name for a game, Seth. There is some bullpen action for the Elkhart County Miracle, though, as I do believe that is Meyer and Drew Thompson moving over towards the bullpen.
So Mason Meyer going to get warmed up here for
like.
the Miracle. I like it. I think it's the right.
Still trying to fight for this game.
I think it's the right call. And it's drilled out to left. Thomas covers a lot of ground and makes the grab for out number 2. And a quick 6 pitches gets the first 2 outs. And when you're worried about Chapeau getting to the high pitch count, it's tricky because you don't want to waste any pitchers for tomorrow. But you don't want Chapeau to be out there too long, so he starts giving up runs again.
Yeah, I'd say you have the depth today. And I'd say throw Jimenez in.
Yeah, I like Jimenez.
Don't throw Khan in.
No. I think you can save Khan. And they check over at first. He did swing. The count is 1-1 to Tommy Garcia, who's 0 for 2. He'll take one high. I like Jimenez. I also like Scanlon for today. Maybe not for too long, maybe like 2 innings. Scanlon would be nice. And it's grounded over to Mike Fedor, who scoops it up. And it's out number 3 and 10 quick pitches from Noah Chapeau. And after the 5th inning, it's a 5-1 ball game. Only 4 innings left to play. You're watching playoff baseball on the Region Sports Network.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
We're at the top of the 6th here of the Northern League Championship Series. It's Game 2. When you look at the skyline of Northwest Indiana, you see the bridges, the buildings, and the structures that hold our community together. But behind every great project is the unmatched skill and dedication of the men and women of Ironworkers Local 395. They are the backbone of our community, building the foundation that supports our lives one steel beam at a time. Thank you, Ironworkers 395, for sponsoring the 6th inning of championship baseball. You got Seth Berquist here with James Chalice, and on the mound is Mason Meyer. So Lilliard's done for the day. And Mason Meyer, not a guy we've seen too much of this year.
No, I haven't seen too much of Mason Meyer. I don't think I've ever actually full-on had a conversation with him, a couple passing words.
Yeah, I definitely haven't.
I'm just excited to see what he's going to do. You say it's the right decision. I say it's an interesting decision by A.J. Van Bogart. Still looking at this like this game is not out of reach, which, to his defense, it's not. They still have 9 outs in this ball game, I believe, if my math serves me correct. So you have the bottom of the 6th, bottom of the 7th, bottom of the 8th. No, you have 12 outs.
Yeah.
So my math was not correct. You have 12 outs left for you to score 4 runs. I think it's a wise decision, but hindsight is 20/20, and we'll see if it was the right or wrong decision when the fat lady sings.
All right. Nate Brumfield's going to lead off.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
No, I'm going to do a quick little
you do a little
research
you
for
do,
it.
You do some research.
Hopefully it doesn't come from a negative.
I'm going to hope. Going to hope not. Nate Brumfield got a fly out and a double. He's got the contact today. He's definitely got the power. Meyer delivers the 0-2. It's a fastball high.
Okay, the idiom, "it ain't over until the fat lady sings," originated in the world of opera and was later popularized in sports. It refers to the final act of an opera.
Okay.
So it wasn't anything bad.
So Brumfield struck out. Meyer gets his first out by the way of the K, and we go to Drew Church, who's 1 for 2. He'll take strike 1. Church has singled and flown out so far. And it's in the dirt.
Yeah, not a terrible start so far by Mason Meyer. Getting a strikeout, that's a fantastic way to start, but now it's a 1-1 count. And we'll see if he can do anything here against Church.
Yeah, Church here in the 9 hole, and then we just go back to the top of the order. And Church is having a strong day. Time called. get some stuff figured out here. And the 2-1. Swung on and missed. And he swings and misses at that one. It's back-to-back Ks for Meyer.
Fantastic start. Now, that could be due to the fact that you're at the bottom of the lineup.
Yeah, that might change here.
Because now you're going to be back at the top with Kamari Thomas. And I think either way, starting off with 2 strikeouts is a strong start.
Yeah, I mean, be happy.
We'll see what he can do versus Kamari. His big blue bat. I like the blue bat more than the blue gloves. Oh, my goodness.
That was a hard one for you to get out.
Yes, it was.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Hefty strike 2 call there. It's a 1-2 to Thomas, who's made play out in the field on all 3 ABs so far. 2 flyouts and a single. We'll let that one outside. It's 2-2.
I mean, he's obviously changing the way that he pitches for this at-bat. And by the way that he pitches, I don't mean the formation, the way he releases. I mean, he's not just trying to throw strikes. He's trying to move the ball around to make his man miss.
Called strike 3. Strikes out the side, and it's the middle of the 6th inning. The Oilmen still lead 5-1. And we'll be back with more baseball right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free workforce, as well as many other certifications from our 4-year training program. Every time you hire an ironworker from Local 395, you should feel confident that you are receiving highly trained, highly skilled, and drug-free journeymen and apprentices who take their job and your project seriously. For more information, contact us at 219-763-7900 or ironworkers395.com.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build.
We're back here in Elkhart for the bottom of the 6th. Cam Hardy leads off against Chapo, who's at 80 pitches.
Hardy's arm's starting to get chewed up.
Yeah. Hardy's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop-out. And he fouls that one hard to the left. One is high. Yeah, 80 pitches through 5 innings. I mean, the number's not bad. I've definitely seen worse. We did notice Draza Duport was doing a little bit of just nice, easy toss in the pen earlier. I don't see him down. Oh, yeah, he's still down there. He's full on warming up at this point. That one's a hard one to take, but it's 3-1.
Yeah, I think Hardy's zone is more on the outside level. But still, like that, I don't know how he could take that.
And he dribbles that one out to short. Church scoops. Oh, and he misses it. Dropping the ball on the transfer. The leadoff runner gets on first.
So that's error number 14.
That's E6.
AJ Van Bogart coming out.
Possible switch up happening here. Not entirely sure what this conversation is about, but it involves both umpires.
I'm just sitting here listening to the PA announcer.
Yeah, I honestly forgot we were on the air here.
So
for a
did
minute.
I sat here and that's kind of embarrassing, Seth.
Yeah, we were
sitting
so
here,
silent. How long were we just silent?
Robbie, how long were we silent?
That had to have been like 45. See, even Robbie was
Robbie
gone.
zoned out. We heard
free cheese
on hot dogs and immediately just started paying attention to what he was saying about the concession booth.
That's a hook right there. That's
you know,
oh man.
Both of us were in college and we heard the word free involving food and we were like, all right, it's time to zone in and listen.
And I think there's going to be some adjustments made here, probably on the defensive side for Elkhart, just maybe giving them a heads up of what's to come in the batting order.
Well, lucky for you, Seth. I know all these guys.
You do know all these guys. And I do have the subs list with their numbers. But this is a long conversation here.
I wonder what they have to talk to Casson about.
How do you feel with Chapo getting this break in after his first hitter?
I feel like it's something that's going to make him start feeling his arm more.
Yeah, you think so?
You know, it's not like he's at 50 pitches. He's at the 80s. He's at 85 right now. That's enough where you start feeling your arm every single time. He's having these little warm-up pitches, and I know that each time it's a little bit pulling.
And now the commissioner of the Northern League is talking to the home plate umpire through the fence.
Might just be trying to figure out what's going on.
There might be a question of rules here about players moving around compared to like batting order and things like that. But it looks like we might be ready to play some more baseball now. And some more conversations with Mike Gaston behind the dish.
And now after that long break of us sporadically talking.
Yeah, I'm really sorry to the people at home who just had to listen to nothing.
Well, you know, Seth, it could always be worse. You and I are radio guys. If this is on the radio, that's definitely
Dude, if that was
a
on
no-go.
the radio, there's nothing here.
And now AJ Van Bogart talking again with the home plate umpire. Yeah, now Lillier's out of the dugout. Robbie Castellano spotting everything for me.
Looks like we might get a little pinch hitter here.
Dietrich is the first baseman. How can he come in as pinch hitter?
Well, he is coming in for the DH. And Dietrich takes ball 1. No, he is marked as a non-hitting fielder after the change. After the position change, he's labeled as a non-hitting fielder. He was still being DH'd for.
Oh. No, because Trace Lellier was not in the batting lineup. Lellier was sitting at 10. The original third baseman was Mason Meyer, who went in as a pitcher. So then he had to move over to first, so he had to take Mason Meyer's place. But I wonder if they switch that around. It will get all cleared up once the fielders come back out, though. I don't know what Game Changer saw.
He was labeled as a non-hitting fielder. Right now he's in the DH spot, and Elkhart is without a first baseman. It's possible they just kill the DH here as that's trickled out to second. Fedor lets that one bounce off his chest. He's got to run around it a little bit. That looks like an E4 to me, James.
Yes, it is. That's why it says that Meyer is still up to bat even though he's pitching. So it didn't sub Meyer out of the order. Yeah. And now Dietrich.
Yeah, because Meyer is still labeled. Okay, this makes sense then. And a mound visit here from head coach Mike Caston. Chapo probably just some words of encouragement here. I don't think Chapo is completely out of this game yet. Still some more game left in him, but he's at 91. So, yeah, Meyer is still labeled as somebody in the hitting lineup, but he is the pitcher now. So I'm assuming he will be subbed for in the 9-hole.
The Colorado Rockies lost 20-1 today to the Blue Jays. And you know why, Seth?
Why is that, James?
Because Brenton Doyle didn't play in center field. That's why. Brenton Doyle didn't play. I literally went to the stats just to look for Brenton Doyle.
It's a 1-0 count to Eric Marin, who's 0 for 2. And it's fouled off on the left. Count is even at 1. You have 2 on with no outs. You're in the bottom of the 6th in a 4-run game. Now the 1-1. Called a ball just down low. Chapo at 94. He kicks and fires, and it's grounded over to third. Hockman steps on third, fires, and then the throw is offline. Fielder's choice.
Yeah, I mean, great move by him. Stepping on the bag. Yes, he could have immediately thrown to first, but why do that when you have a force out at third?
Could have possibly looked for a double play going.
You can get a double play.
Going 5-4-3 there.
Runners don't advance.
Gabe Call is up. He's got 0 and 2 on the day. He takes strike 1. Call's first time up, he struck out. And his second time up, he reached on an error on the left side of the field. Swings and misses, and he's quickly behind in an 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss, 3-pitch K. against Gabe Call, and it's the second out. And now any base has a force. And A.J. Van Bogart will be the hitter. He's been pretty unsuccessful today with a pop out and a strikeout. And he swung and missed at that one, but the runners went.
Yeah, they ruled that he went around. I agree with the call by the home plate umpire. Ended up breaking his wrist on that. But even if he wouldn't have swung at that, I still think that that's in the zone for a strike.
Yeah, I think so.
He just wanted to pull his bat back. That way he didn't risk the foul.
And he takes that one in the bottom of the zone for strike 2. He's quickly behind 0-2 with 2 in scoring position and 2 outs. Swings and misses. Back-to-back Ks. It's the end of the 6th. The Miracle strand 2 more in scoring position. We go to the 7th, still in a 4-run ball game. We'll be back with more championship action right after this break.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
7th inning brought to you by Laborers Local 41, currently representing 1,200 members who work in the construction industry in the Northwest Indiana area. They are the fastest growing union of construction workers and one of the most diverse and influential unions representing public service employees. For more information, visit laborers41.com. Seth Berquist and James Chalice, we're giving you all the playoff action here on the Region Sports Network. Mason Meyer, 14 pitches through his first inning. We're at the 2-3-4 part of the order for the Oilmen, and they're already up by 4.
Yeah, Oilmen up by 4. Only 2 runs in this ball game, or 3 runs in this ball game, earned. I believe
3. Yeah.
3 runs earnest at this ball game. Not a good start for either one of these teams.
Yeah, just a quick rundown of the box score real quick. The Northwest Indiana Oilmen have 5 runs on 6 hits, but they have 4 errors out in the field. Elkhart County Miracle have yet to get a hit, but they have a run and an error. So Kevin Hall, the leadoff, is 1 for 1. He walked his first time up. Last time up he was hit by a pitch, but in between there he had a double to right.
Good leave right there. Just slides inside, maybe trying to push him off. That way he can throw an outside pitch where he's not looking.
Here comes the 2-0. Called strike.
There's that outside
fastball.
pitch.
Yeah, there it is. It's coming back. And he grounds it over to first. Nice easy play for Kyler Dietrich at first base. It's out number 1.
Oh, an ejection.
He just got tossed. And an ejection from the game is an automatic 1-game suspension. Kevin Hall's season is over. I don't know what he said. But head coach Mike Caston obviously going to have a question about it.
What could you possibly disagree with that call? You made contact with the ball, grounded it over towards the first baseman.
It's the fastball strike before that he's upset about.
I don't think that was a completely bogus call.
Did he draw a line? Is that what happened?
He could have drawn a line when he was walking back.
I completely missed what happened. I was trying to just punch stats into the book. And that one's fouled off on the right side.
So I wonder who the substitution will be.
Yeah, in center field, that's tricky. It's a 1-1 count now to Ryan Groberski, the first baseman. I'm just trying. I'm sorry, I'm being quiet right now, but I'm just trying to figure out what the heck just happened because I missed it looking down at the stats.
I'm wondering what happened with that. I'm wondering how the fielding works.
Groberski gets a single up the middle. He goes 1 for 2 on the day with 1 out.
And it's not necessarily like the fielding. Like, what I'm curious about is you have Dietrich, who Meyer was batting 9.
Right.
Meyer was playing first base.
Yep.
Then Dietrich is now playing first base, but instead of him batting 9 where he should be, he bats 4, replaces the designated hitter, which would make him the DH in the lineup,
right.
Yet he still plays first. It should be Johnson out on first if that's the way that the lineup is changed.
I'm very confused about who's going to end up hitting in this 9-hole, which is the second hitter of the bottom of the 7th, so we'll keep an eye on that.
I'm so confused on what happened.
I really don't see a world in which they try and kill Johnson. That would be a crucial error there.
Yeah, if you're wanting to come back, you can't let
take Johnson out.
Your actual MLB affiliate hitter not hit. We're not talking D1. We're talking MLB affiliation.
Grounder over to Fawbush, looking to turn 2. A bit of a slow flip to second. They'll get the fielder's choice. So a man will remain on first base, but in a 2-out situation.
Yeah, not the worst possible play. Just got caught in his glove. Either way, gets the out. I was half expecting him to throw his glove right there. He wasn't able to get it out of his glove. I don't know if you've seen that MLB play.
Yeah,
where
I
he
saw
got
it.
caught, and he just throws his glove because it technically records as an out. But able to get the ball out, tosses it over to second, and gets the force out there.
Luis Termero is 0 for 3 for the day. And he pops that one foul. So Hockman on first with 2 outs. What did Kevin Hall say?
That's what's going to have to be discussed after the game. I mean, I'm pretty sure after the game I can just go down there and ask Hardy, and Hardy will tell me.
Yeah, probably. Ball high. Thought about another back pick. The 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, smart decision by Hardy. Even though he didn't throw it, it's the constant eyes with Hockman of, I have eyes on you. Don't even think about taking because I have eyes on you.
Attempted pickoff at first. Hockman thought about the steal. Pitch is called a strike 2 on the curve. Termero unhappy.
That was a nice pitch right there. Finding the zone. Didn't look like it completely was in, but all it has to be doing is touching the zone. And I feel like that was just a great paint by him to move the count to a 1-2.
And that one's going to be fouled off. As Hockman tried to take second, he'll do a trot of shame. Mason Meyer at 14 pitches on the inning, 28 total in the game. Termero battling through this AB here as he calls time.
He's fighting him off. Mason Meyer trying to get out of this inning with under 30 pitches thrown. He's sitting at 28 right now.
Now the 1-2. Downstairs for ball 2. Hockman will get to second on a BP stolen base. For maximum speed and efficiency, look to BP and Whiting, an energy company with a purpose. It's 2-2 now. And he fouls it off into the cage. We'll do it again. Termero's fighting hard.
Great way to stay alive by fighting that one off right there.
6 pitches in here. And he will step off the mound. That's number 1. Hardy's going to go up and talk to Meyer. Now here's the thing with ejections. Is that Kevin Hall's supposed to be like completely like away from the field, but everybody here on the Oilmen came in a van. They all carpooled. Like Hall can't just like leave.
You have to leave the field of play. You cannot be on the field, and you cannot be in a dugout. So technically, he could be on the property, just not in the dugout.
And Luis Termero goes 0 for 4 on a slow ground out back up to the pitcher. He'll strand Hockman. And it's time to stretch here at the Elkhart Athletic Complex. We'll be back to see if the Elkhart County Miracle can put 4 more on.
Wait! Let me help! Lando Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay.
Whee!
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is cement, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
Back here for the bottom of the 7th at Elkhart. There's a lot of defensive changes here, and I'll try and bring you up to speed on those quickly after Kevin Hall's ejection. Ricky Robinson took over on second base for Mike Fedor. Mike Fedor went over to left field for Kamari Thomas. Kamari Thomas did take over in center, and now the new pitcher on the mound for the Northwest Indiana Oilmen is number 6, Draza Dupor. Draza Dupor has thrown 6 innings with the Oilmen so far. He has an ERA of 1.5 after giving up 1 earned run with 12 Ks across those 6 innings.
I think they're trying to close this out.
I think they're ready to shut her down, yeah. The leadoff is Colton Fawbush, who takes ball 1.
And That is a heater if I've ever seen one. That pitch it didn't find the zone, but it found that catcher's glove faster than I've ever seen anyone throw.
Grounder over to Drew Church, and he will bobble that one. Another E6 in the books.
That's number 15 on the year.
So Draza Duport, 2 pitches in, is going to have a man on first after a little shortstop mishap.
If the Oilmen can
and
win,
now Mason Myers hitting.
If the Oilmen can win with 5 errors on the field, that's big. And are they in the 9 hole?
Yeah.
So Myers still hitting. That means it's the end of the day for Johnson. It's the end of the day for him.
Grounder over to Ricky Robinson. 4-6-3. Midwest Orthopedics double play. James, give him the Midwest Orthopedics line.
To be your best, see the best.
Thank you.
I forgot it for a split second. I felt all the eyes beating on me in here inside the press box.
And the pressure was too much to handle.
I was about to say the BP stolen baseline.
Nope. That's an energy company with a purpose. We're talking about Midwest Orthopedics. Nate Pinarski, we're back at the top of the order. He's the center fielder. He's 0 for 2. He's got a ground out, fly out, and a walk.
Yeah, he needs to get back on base if he wants to do anything here. And just getting guys on base is not enough for this Elkhart County Miracle team, as they've been able to do that all day. And it's whether or not they can drive in those runners to build that momentum.
And a grounder up the middle. It'll find the gap. And Pinarski gets his first hit of the day, goes 1 for 3. Now with 2 outs, still a lot of work left to do for the Miracle. Tommy Garcia comes up, and he has yet to get a hit today. He has yet to get on base today.
I think Tommy Garcia and Gabe Culler both due up.
Called strike, runners on to second, and he's safe on the stolen base.
You know, I think they're both due for a hit.
I think so. Now with a runner in scoring position. Possible momentum shift coming.
I don't know, it could be shut down with 2 outs.
And it's grounded over into a gap, and he's on his way home. Throw in from Fedor, play at the plate. The throw's not in time. Garcia will hold up at second on the throw. Don't think there's an error on the play.
No. I mean, it's just a fast movement play, throw a little bit offline, can't make the grab. Either way, runner would have been safe at home. It's whether or not the advancement would have happened, and the advancement was on the throw.
Was on the throw, not on an error.
So it was not on the error. I do think that if he would have taken third, though, it would have been an error. But
so Draza Duport, 11 pitches in, has an earned run against him. It's a 3-run ball game.
I still can't believe they killed Johnson off.
That's different for sure. I'm not sure what the thought process was behind that. Called strike in the zone to Cam Hardy.
Hardy disagrees with it.
Well, he's got a strikeout, a pop out, and he reached on an error last time. Nate Brumfield going to have a conversation. We're going to assume Kamari Thomas is still going to be the leadoff man for the Oilmen.
We will see.
So because he's still on the field, he just switched positions, which tells me he's probably still batting in the 1 hole, which means the 6 hole should be Ricky Robinson instead of Kevin Hall. And a foul ball. And the count will remain 0-2 to Hardy.
Nice fight off by him.
Elkhart has 2 hits so far on the day. And a pop-up fouled and into the stands. It's an 0-2, and it's drilled out to center. Garcia's going to round third. He's on his way. Thomas, the throw home, a little offline, and he's safe. And an advancement to second on the throw. It's a 5-3 ball game.
Could have been the correct decision to cut Johnson out of the lineup.
Could have been. Very well could have been.
That's very shocking.
Yeah,
if you're trying
to kill the
comeback.
DH is that's an interesting choice. Kyler Dietrich comes up, the first baseman, his first time up, reached on an error at second.
Oilmen have to get out of the nightmare. 2 runs scored on 2 outs.
Called strike 1. Jackson Montgomery is warming up out in the pen. Fastball just downstairs.
Yeah, this is where you got to get a little bit tricky. You got to make your man miss. You can't throw in the zone every single time because you have to try to get him anticipating where that ball is going to go.
And fouled off for a 1-2. We might see a save today.
I mean, I'd be all down for it. We've
save
seen
today.
one save all season, I believe, and that was
I think
one
we've seen a handful because I think the Oilmen saw one this past week. Swing and a miss. He goes down and strands a runner. But they score 2 to climb back. They're just down by 2. It's a 5-3 game when we come back for the 8th inning on the Region Sports Network.
Guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Back here at the top of the 8th. We all rely on it, but we rarely think about it. From the first cup of coffee in the morning to the warmth of your home in the evening, the power that keeps your life running comes from one place. That's the dependable service of NIPSCO. As a proud partner in our community, NIPSCO is committed to providing safe, reliable energy and helping to build a stronger Northern Indiana. NIPSCO is a proud supporter of the 8th inning of the Northern League playoffs. You got Seth Berquist and James Chalice here.
Ball gets past the catcher in warm-ups.
Mike Fedor is going to end up being the leadoff hitter, it looks like. The Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Oh, because you know what the problem is? Kevin. Okay, so Fedor never left the 6-hole position because he was always batting 6th. Kevin Hall is still labeled in my statistics as the 2-hole hitter.
Okay.
That's where the slip-up is happening. So Kamari Thomas is going to be in the 1-hole. Ricky Robinson will take 2.
So off of what I've heard, do you know what the ejection was about?
I actually haven't, and the social media team was right behind us, and I didn't say anything.
I was told that apparently all he said was yes and no the entire time. I do not believe that at all.
Yeah, that's a hard. That's not really something you get ejected for.
It does not matter if he was halfway to Robbie Cassiano saying he was halfway to the dugout. Saying yes or no is not a
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is you can't like.
That's not ejection worthy.
Especially on the way to the dugout, there had to be something in there. Called strike 2 to Mike Fedor. He's 1 for 3 with 2 Ks. He had a single to right center. A 1-2. Fastball away. We go even.
Yeah, try to find that top outside corner, just couldn't. A little bit off, and now we're looking at a 2-2 count.
See, Amon Khan is just stretching around here. So Montgomery in the 8th, Khan in the 9th potentially. As the count goes full here.
But see, I don't know why you would do that. You save Scanlon for tomorrow.
Khan might not pitch today.
I would save Scanlon and Khan for tomorrow. Now, it's a game where if it gets closer, I'm putting Khan in to shut it down.
Right, but with Montgomery, when he's good, he's good.
But you can't take that risk if it's a close game.
Full count to Mike Fedor as time is called. And here's the pitch. It's ball 4, low and away. Fedor will take first base as the leadoff, and then will bring up Ryan Hartz, who's 0 for 3, with a strikeout and 2 flyouts to left.
He had a good pitch selection there, but he just wanted to get him chasing to end it. And because of that, you have the very good eye of Fedor, who doesn't fall for those usually, and he didn't right there, so he gets to take a free base.
Slider drop below the zone for Ryan Hartz. It's ball 1 in the 7 hole.
We've seen so many adjustments on this field that have affected the lineup. It's just so confusing, Seth.
Thought about going. There's a back pick attempt. And it's flied. It's in foul territory. It'll just land over the fence. So now a 2-1 count to Ryan Hartz.
Yeah, and something our good friend Owen Pulley would say right there. You know what he'd call that? A very long strike.
A very long strike. And that one's downstairs. It's 3-1 with a leadoff on first.
Wonder if Meyer's starting to slip a little bit.
It's at 42. This is the point. This is the point in your pitch count where you start to feel a little fatigued.
Yeah, you start to feel it around here. But lucky for him, he's still throwing inside the zone.
And the payoff. Downstairs, it's a walk.
Back-to-back walks, that's not what you want. Puts him on there, and it's not only walking, guys, it's chewing up your arm. So now he's sitting at 44 pitches.
13 across 2 ABs.
Yeah,
first, and they
not
both
good.
get on base.
That's not good at all, but now he has to face Brumfield.
Brumfield is 1 for 3. The catcher for today has a double to left. Bounced it off that wall. Pulled back on a bunt. Fastball was outside for ball 1. Meyer unhappy. We did this in a previous inning. It ended up working out for the Oilmen as Cole Hockman managed to bring in the runs. Drew Church would be on deck here for the Oilmen as Brumfield pulls back another bunt. So, do we feel comfortable with Drew Church taking the responsibility of trying to drive in the runs with 1 out?
I cannot believe my eyes. Ian Hernandez is moving to the bullpen for
boy.
the Elkhart County. He just pitched yesterday.
He just pitched. And it's a bunt right back up. Third baseman will fire on to first. It's out number 1. The successful sac bunt will put 2 in scoring position.
2 very beautiful bunts that we've seen in this game.
Yeah, those were perfectly placed. He put it right up the middle. Drew Church with 1 out is given the responsibility of bringing these runners in. Your opinion of kind of the strategy of putting Church in the hands of this situation?
I think that Church is due up for a good hit like this, and I feel like Church is today trying to prove something. So I feel like right now is the time that if you want to prove something, you do it either by taking a free base or driving in these runs with only 1 out.
It's 1-0. On deck is Kamari Thomas. Called strike on the outside corner. Catcher keeping an eye on Mike Fedor. You know what I'd love to see?
What?
A bunt down the right line.
A scoring bunt?
Oh, yeah. Slider drops below the zone.
My only thing, I know Dietrich has speed.
Yeah.
And I think either, you probably wouldn't like this. It's either going to be a run scores off of a bunt, which would be nice, or a tag out at home on a really good quick play. Both would be great plays in the game of baseball.
It would be exciting no matter what. But now 2-2 count to Church with 1 out. Meyer throws. Swing and a miss. He goes down. Now 2-out situation. Sac fly removed from possibility. Kamari Thomas comes up. Back at the top of the order. He's got 2 flyouts and a strikeout. But his third time up got a little infield single over to a diving Tommy Garcia.
Yeah, but now your problem is whether or not he's going to be one of those guys that you can strike out or you can have him fly out. He's a really good hitter, and that's why he's sitting at the 1.
He's also very fast. Meyer throws. Inside on the fastball. Finally gets a strike call there. Curveball found the zone.
Nice strike call there. On a 2-0 count, you want to throw something that has movement on it but doesn't hang there. You don't want to throw a heater in. So I'd say that was a great pitch to have.
Slow roller to the second baseman. They call him out. He should have been safe by a mile. Kamari Thomas can't believe his ears. Mike Caston coming out to complain. He should have been safe.
On the car ride here, Seth, we were talking about fair judgment in games, and I say no matter who I'm rooting for, I root for fair judgment. And I have to go along with you on that call. He should have been safe there. However, he's not safe. Caston fired up. Helmet comes off.
And he's going to come have a conversation with the home plate umpire here. And there's some conversation. There's some yelling going on. Caston's going to get tossed. He's yelling in the face of the umpire. He already got tossed, excuse me. Dranza Duport is going to come back out on the mound. Caston obviously very fired up, and for very good reason.
I mean, it was not even close.
We're going to keep it here. Mike Caston's obviously very upset. He's telling the umpire to get out of here. He's still not leaving the field here.
He's going toe-to-toe.
Kind of keeping an eye on the Oilman dugout here. With the Oilman can't get warmed up until Caston kind of gets out of the way. But I'll be the one to say it, that base umpire, bad call. And Caston's going to take a walk. He's going to get fined for that one.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it on the car ride here because, great carpool with the boys. It was our producer, Robbie Castellano. You were driving, and I was sitting in the back seat to goof off and flick Robbie in the head. But, on the way here, I was saying I've seen games where my favorite team is won off of a controversial call that I disagree with. I don't celebrate because they shouldn't have won. I can't celebrate of a thing of a good play at first when he was clearly safe.
And Caston taking a walk away from the dugout back towards the parking lot. So Draza Duport is going to stick around here, and I was expecting to see Jackson Montgomery. But no, we're going to stick around here with Duport. The leadoff hitter is going to end up being Eric Marin.
I mean, does that mean that Mike Caston won't be the coach at the next game?
I don't know if coaches get the auto suspension on ejections, but I know they get a fine. Players get an auto one-game suspension for ejections. Called strike to Eric Marin. Duport threw 20 pitches in his first inning. And he'll get a called strike 2. Amon Khan doing some stretching out in the bullpen, but it doesn't look like we're going to use him here tonight, which honestly makes me a little excited as it's a 3-pitch K to get the first out of the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, we are in the bottom of the 8th. It's nearing the end of the ball game. However, it's still only a 5-3 run game. It's still a very close game. Still plenty of time left. 5 outs for this Elkhart County Miracle team to do something. But they also have to hold off the bats of the Northwest Indiana Oilmen. Gabe Call up to bat, and he's due up for a hit today.
And drilled out to center field. It'll one-hop Kamari Thomas. And Call goes 1 for 4.
And there's the hit that he was due up for.
Now A.J. Van Bogart's going to come up. He's 0 for 3. The left fielder has 2 Ks and a pop out to short. Pitches in the dirt for ball 1. I will say, other than the at-bats that I've seen Mike Caston take here at Elkhart County, I've never seen him run so fast. After that out call at first.
A.J. Van Bogart thought he had that one.
That one buzzes the tower a little bit. The count will go 3-1. And he swings and misses. So a full count now with 1 out and 1 on. Double play opportunity possible. On deck should be Fallbush. And it's a called ball 4 inside.
Yeah, Fallbush not having a great game today. I believe that he's 0 for 3, and he is.
It's a ball to Fallbush. 0 for 3. Fly out, line out, reach on an error. And it's drilled out to right. Ryan Hart's able to get under it. Tagged from second, calls on his way. And they will cut off the throw, so runners will stay on the corners.
And Elkhart cannot afford a little mishap here, as the pitcher, Mason Myers, going to come out to try to drive in Gabe Call.
It's a difficult task he's been handed here. Tying run is on first base with 2 outs. He's 0 for 2. Good block by Brumfield.
Fantastic block. He doesn't block that, Gabe Call score.
Yep. And it's blooped out on the right side, but foul. He straightens that one out a little bit. 1 scores.
Yeah, 1 scores. A.J. Van Bogart moves to third on a hit like that. But he has to find his rhythm here.
Called strike 2. Called strike 3. Ends the side. Tying run stranded on first. The Oilmen are staying alive. And there's only 6 outs left in this game. We'll see who can come out victorious at the end of Game 2 right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
No one ever called it the great indoors. Get out and join us. Our hands are the tools. The outdoors is our office. And our climate control is the climate. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more. Go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
It's the top of the 9th. The Oilmen looking to put some more insurance runs on here to hopefully keep the Elkhart County Miracle held off when we get to the bottom of the 9th, so we can go to a Game 3 back at Oil City Stadium tomorrow night. Before we get started with 9th inning action, I want to wish a happy 66th birthday to superfan Mike Jones. He's been with us now for 8 years, never missing a home game, being with us on the road. He's out here with us in Elkhart tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's good that as of right now, the Northwest Indiana Oilmen are up on the Elkhart County Miracle on his birthday, even though it's kind of upsetting for me, you know, that this team is losing, but it's not that big of a deficit.
No, absolutely not. Anything could happen here. Ricky Robinson is going to take his first AB of the game. He'll take ball 1 with a fastball under. Now it's 2-0. And he grounds it over into a gap. Got by a shifted Marin. A leadoff single for Ricky Robinson.
Why do you run like that?
Like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah. See, I wanted to see if you noticed that. His run, he was like...
Yeah, it was an interesting run, but, you know, he got on base.
I mean, he got to base. He got to base. I think he might just be having a little bit of fun considering he knew that hit is an easy single. You can almost walk to first, but you can't get to second.
Oh, right.
So you might as well just have fun with it.
It's also possible that that's just like he might have trying to been like steer himself to around the base because if you get too much momentum, trying to turn is
yeah,
a pain.
you're going to go super far past.
Ball 2 to Ryan Groberski, who's 1 for 2. Swings and misses at the high fastball. Amon's like going full on warm up out there. Is Jackson Montgomery going to get saved for tomorrow?
I disagree with putting Amon in. I think you save Amon for one-run. This is a 2-run game. It's still close, but I think that you save him for Game 3.
I have no idea. No idea. It's a 2-2 now to Groberski. And he swings and misses for another K. Cole Hockman up now with 1 out and a man on first. He's 1 for 4, but 2 for 4 and on base.
Low and away pitch is a good place to start. Hockman likes to swing in the middle of the zone or higher up. So making him look low constantly is a great place to start.
Fouls off the 1-0.
Yeah, tried to get him on the chaser there. Hockman had to reach out to just try to tip it off. Ended up doing so successfully.
Now the 1-1. Called strike.
That pitch was nasty.
That broke a lot. I don't know if it broke that far for it to be called a strike. It might have stayed inside, but
I think it touched the plate.
Amon Khan has come out of the bullpen. So both possible relievers here. Called strike 3 to Cole Hockman. Hockman's like, I'm not doing it. Not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you already have the ump fired up at you. Not at you, but at your team.
Right, and I don't want to, yeah. I'm not saying the ump is going to be swayed here for some calls, but.
No, I don't think that he's swayed for calls.
No, but I think calls like this, you've got to be careful. Luis Termero takes ball 1 high.
I think the ump might be quicker to eject any Oilman player.
Termero has yet to get on base today. Sees a called strike there, falls into the zone. With Robinson on first. The 1-1. Ball inside. Good take from Termero. You know, those inside pitches aren't usually his speed.
No.
That's not usually his vibe.
Still hard to take something like that.
He's going to wait for something he likes here. He's going to be extra careful. And that one's popped foul. Now the 2-2. Outside, ball 3. We've got a full count with 2 outs and a runner on third. Only win up by 2 here in the top 9. Runner's going to go here. And it's in the dirt for a walk. Tomero gets on base, and runners are on first and second. Myers at 74. Which, I mean, we're in the ninth here. He needs this last out, and then they most likely don't have to worry about it again. I'm not taking it out of the question, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's only a 2-run game.
Yeah.
But with a runner in scoring position, this is a tough place to be at.
So now it's Mike Fedor, the left fielder. He's 1 for 3. Takes a ball. We're losing some daylight.
I feel like the game should be done.
We got
the
4
outs. The first 9 should be done.
Right, we got 4 outs. And it's a grounder over on the right side. It's by a diving third baseman. Robinson on the way home. And it's an RBI double for Mike Fedor. .6-3 ball game.
Yeah, I mean, moves to 6-3 on a great hit, just lined down the third base line. And, I mean, not much more to say about it, just a textbook hit.
Now with 2 in scoring position, a chance for really the nail in the coffin here for the Oilmen. They're going to look to Ryan Hartz. He's 0 for 3. He's made 2 very hard hit balls out to left center-ish, but those were both a fly out. He had a walk his last time up. It's in foul territory. Will leave the field of play. Strike 1.
Yeah, this game had me wondering what was going to happen because I saw Ian Hernandez walking towards the bullpen. I think you saw it too.
Yeah.
I was like, he just threw 80 pitches yesterday.
Yeah, there's no way. He'll get a called strike 2. Two-strike count to Hartz. And he pops it straight up in the air. It looks like it's still in the field. And caught in foul territory by Hardy. It retires this side. 3 outs is all the Oilmen need to hold off the miracle and take this series back to Oil City Stadium. We'll be back for more baseball after this break on the Region Sports Network.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
When you're done watching your workdays go down the drain, get out and join us. Out here, we don't scrub, we screed. The only drying is to mend, and it's okay if things get dirty. We are the Laborers International Union of North America, the best paid, best trained construction professionals in the state. We build Indiana, and we're ready for you to come build it with us.
You guys are crushing it. See how 8 grams of healthy protein in Land of Frost premium meat gives you energy and keeps you full. Let's get those buns toasted and bread. Cheese, 10 more, go.
I'm getting shredded.
Make the smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
It is the bottom of the 9th at the Elkhart Athletic Complex. Seth Berquist and James Chalice here, 3 outs away. And James, there's a new pitcher on the mound. It's the pitcher from St. Louis University, number 24, the closer, Aman Khan. 12 innings across 10 games, 1 earned run with 23 strikeouts and a 94-mile-an-hour sinker.
He threw 194-mile-an-hour sinker.
He's fine. He's going to do
He's still a fantastic pitcher, but he does have to face off against Nate Penarski. First thing, which is a very hard task to do.
Yeah, that's not the easiest. You got the top of the order here for Elkhart. It's not easy. Gets himself in a 2-0 count.
He could just be trying to find his rhythm. It's a very possible thing.
That one high for ball 3.
It's hard to get a batter like Nate Penarski to chase.
Con hasn't pitched for us in a while. It's been probably a full week.
That's because he hasn't been needed. They like to save him for close games where they absolutely need somebody to close out a ball game.
Now Penarski gets a 4-pitch walk to lead off. Now you go to Tommy Garcia, who got his first hit of the game his last time up on a nice hard hit ground ball to left.
Do you want to know what I think Aman Khan is thinking?
Yeah.
I think what he's thinking at that first at-bat is, I'm going to get some live ABs. I'm going to throw to a live AB.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to find my zone. It's against a fantastic hitter. So if I walk him, but I need to find my rhythm. I need to find the movement on my pitches, so I don't think that he's too upset about the walk.
Popped up in foul territory. Brumfield going to try and go catch it at the fence. It's just over the wall. Strike 2. An 0-2 count now with a runner on first. Con switching out some baseballs here. Aman Khan and Nate Brumfield, they started the summer, and their chemistry was a little bit off. Khan saying that he wants a catcher to have a lot of energy. When he puts the number 1 down for the fastball, you need to, shake that thing and tell him, let's flipping throw this pitch across the plate. And Brumfield isn't really that guy, so it was a bit of an adjustment for Brumfield, and the wild pitch will send Penarski down to second. But now he kind of said right after that, though, because Brumfield has made the adjustment, he's such a well-rounded catcher. He's one of his favorite catchers to throw to. Another wild pitch for a 2-2 count advances the runner on to third.
It's one of those things. I would. What do you think, Seth?
This is unusual.
I'd say that last one was more of a pass ball than a wild pitch, in my opinion.
I mean, it completely missed Brumfield.
Yeah, but I think it should have been grabbed. It should have been snagged.
Ground ball over to first baseman. Ryan Groberski steps on the bag and holds Penarski to first for out number 1.
I also feel like it's one of those things. It's a 3-run ball game. Penarski being on third does not hurt anything. It can hurt in the long run, but him being there by himself doesn't do anything. Even if Cam Hardy right here hits a absolute nuke for a home run, score is still 5-6.
Yeah, I mean, Khan is still going to get rewarded with a save here, even if this runner does come across and he records these last 2 outs. It's ball 1 to Cam Hardy, who's 1 for 4 with 2 for 4 and on base. Big swing and miss for strike 1. Hardy, bit of an awkward swing.
Yeah, I wonder if he's starting to feel his wrist or if he just didn't like that pitch. Wanted to maybe just try to see it. But, yeah, very awkward, not fully strength swings.
And fouled back.
Kellen Demkovich is getting ready to bat. I just noticed that.
And desperate times call for desperate measures. It's a 1-2 count to Cam Hardy. Khan picks his pitch. Kicks. Fires. Roped out to right center field to score the run. It's an RBI single to right for Cam Hardy. Goes 2 for 5. And it's a 6-4 ball game.
And now we'll get to see Kellen Demkovich, who hasn't played at all in this ball game, but earlier in the year he was, I believe when we first filled out the first and second team All-Pro, he was on either first or second team for designated hitter.
Yeah, he was definitely in conversations of being on the team. Demkovich didn't play yesterday either. This is his first championship appearance. He takes strike one on the outside corner. Kahn at 14 pitches here. Yo, one. Swung on and missed.
Good chaser.
Little outside, little sinker there. Got him. Yo, two. Got him. Soared. Out number 2.
Yeah, he went all the way around. Whether he thought he did or not, from up here it looked pretty clear. But now we'll see Marin to see if he can try to do something.
Marin gets Elkhart's last chance. He represents the tying run for the Elkhart County Miracle. He's got 2 strikeouts, a ground into a fielder's choice, and a flyout. He's 0 for 4. Kahn kicks and fires. Downstairs, ball 1. Little change-up action there.
Looked like it.
I know I've got the arsenal written down. Yeah, probably a change-up there. 1-0. That one found the outside corner. It's strike 1. That one didn't have a lot behind it.
No, it just throws an off speed.
But it didn't break that much either. I'm curious what that actually was. Now it's a 1-1 count. Called strike 2 on the inside corner. Marin unhappy with the call. Umpire snapping back. 1 strike away. The pitch. Series tied. Aman Khan with a save. And the Oilmen win with a final score 6-4. We've got a post-game show to go to, so don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back right after this break on the Region Sports Network.
Northwest Indiana is unique. It feels like a family. I'm proud to partner with BP for small business development, for supporting homeless shelters. There are many benefits, not only for job creation, but economic growth and development, their commitment to community.
Hear more from Monica and the Whiting community at bp.com/whiting.
Who is the IBEW? We're the people who bring the power to your home, the ones who make sure your phone calls and internet keep speeding along. We build things like schools and hospitals. We bring the biggest shows and sporting events to the world, keep America's railroads on the right track, help cities, states, and the federal government work for you. And we proudly build products made in the USA. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, the IBEW.
Wait! Let me help! Land of Frost! Premium meat! Delicious! And no byproducts!
Toss it in.
Et moi?
Okay. Make a smart choice. Land of Frost Premium Meat.
There's a shortage of roofers across the country. Here at Roofers Local 26, our signatory contractors are in need of a well-trained workforce, and it's our job to provide that workforce. We are looking for people that are self-motivated, people that are reliable, people that are willing to give a hard day's work. In return, they get a good paycheck with good benefits. This is not a job, this is a career. If you're willing to put the time and dedication in, we're willing to provide you the tools and training necessary for you to succeed in the roofing industry. We've been doing this for almost 100 years. We know how to get the job done.
These days, it's recommended that you keep your social circle small. Of course, as the original light beer, we've always recommended that. It's Miller time.
We don't go to the office, we build it. This is a truism with Ironworkers Local 395 and the Northwest Indiana Contractors Association. Our goal is to exceed our customers' expectations. We provide a skilled, OSHA-trained, drug-free work.
Welcome to the post-game show. Here's Seth Berquist alongside James Chalice. The Northwest Indiana Oilmen tie the series. They take it back to Oil City Stadium, and they look to win the trophy at home. James, how do you feel about tonight?
Disappointed.
Understandably.
It's disappointed, but not totally disappointed. So the total run count for this entire series is 14-10.
Correct.
Elkhart in the lead.
It's close, yeah.
So first game, Elkhart blew out the
Yeah.
Oilmen. Second game, this game ended close. It was a 6-4 ball game.
It was close, and it was a nice little pitching battle.
Well, tying run at the plate to end the ball game.
Right, that almost never happens in the Northern League, period.
So a very good game, a very tight game. If you're Elkhart, you got to look at this like we played fairly good. But I feel like this is a very poetic way to end it, is back in Oil City, no matter who wins.
We're going to have some fun.
But, I mean, this game, it was a nice one.
It was fun. I mean, you can't have a legendary championship series like this and have it only finish in 2 games. We got to play the full 3.
It is kind of odd that both teams have won on the road.
It's interesting. It happened last year. The road team won all 3 games. Curious to see if it happens back to back. Because I might have to look into why that keeps happening.
And Seth, I will say, Christopher Gonzalez was supposed to pitch inside this ballgame. Christopher Gonzalez pitches in this ballgame.
Yeah, I think so.
This entire series is over. Christopher Gonzalez, he's just an amazing pitcher. He will most likely be pitching tomorrow at Oil City, but that's a tough place to play in.
Yep, absolutely. It is a very tough place to play in. The final box score here, Northwest Indiana Oilmen scores 6 runs on 9 hits with 5 errors in the field. Elkhart with 4 runs and 5 hits and 1 error out in the field, and that error was pretty early, and they managed to bounce back and recover quite quickly. Where are the Oilmen errors coming from?
The middle infielders.
I mean, I know that, but also Hockman at third, his past 2 games have been sloppy.
Well, yeah, but at least Hockman's able to switch off of that.
I mean,
I think all year their left side of the field has been a little bit iffy, especially with Church. Church has not been playing good. He's had 15 errors in the field as of today. The game finishes, he has 15. That is not good to have on your resume. However, finishing off the season with 15 errors, and yet your team is still going to Game 3 of a title shot, that speaks in of itself of how good your team is.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to keep this postgame short. We have an hour-and-a-half road trip back to my house, and then you
I have to
drive Robbie home,
back home.
Then you have to drive yourself home from Robbie's. And
yeah, we're
also going out to dinner before we even leave the
my
city.
House to drop Robbie off and then go back to my house.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that we're going out for dinner before we even leave the city of Elkhart. But before we sign off for the night, any final words for the fans at home?
I just hope y'all are ready for a Game 3.
It's going to be exciting. I'm excited. I know you're excited.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm pretty sure Rob Cassiano's excited. Joey Savaglio's been texting me throughout the broadcast. I know he's excited.
And hopefully, I'm going to throw this out there.
Hopefully,
we get actual really good umps that make good calls.
Let's hope, because I don't mean to dog on the umpires that come out here to Elkhart, but that was crap. That brings us to the end of another exciting game here at the Elkhart Athletic Complex. Tomorrow, your Northwest Indiana Oilmen will host the final game of the series at Oil City Stadium with everything on the line. First pitch set for 6:35 p.m. Before we sign off, a huge thank you to Rob Cassiano for his work in bringing you tonight's broadcast. One final time here from stunning Elkhart, Indiana. The final score of tonight's matchup, Northwest Indiana Oilmen 6, Elkhart County Miracle 4. Thank you for tuning in to the broadcast here on the Region Sports Network. From everyone in the Oilmen organization, this is Seth Berquist alongside James Chalice reminding you to create your own extraordinary and tune in next time.